My name is Ramadan Ahmed, and this is Touching the D. It was Sam, Chandler, Elvis, Mark, and I with one goal in mind: to touch the Hollywood sign. We were following the trail at the beginning, but then we took a detour. We saw a little track off the main road and decided to check it out. When at the new track, we saw two people climbing the mountain. That's when we looked at each other and said, "Down?" Before any of us could answer, Chandler took right off. Then Mark, Sam, and I followed. Elvis was behind me. Right from the start, we had an obstacle to get over. There was no track to walk on, so we had to jump over this gaping hole that could have killed us. Fortunately, everyone made it over with a successful jump, but I had a little slip up. When I landed the jump, I missed a step and was about to fall back. But then Chandler caught me and basically saved my life. Next, we had to go up this stupidly steep hill. We had to walk on all fours to get up the hill. The order that we went up the hill was Chandler, Mark, Sam, Elvis, then me. And let me be the first one to say, Elvis is the worst climber ever. He would keep bumping into Sam and almost pushing him off the mountain, or he would stop out of nowhere and bump into me. It got so bad that it went to the point that we stopped and told Elvis to be in the back because he would eventually kill us. We kept on keeping on, and we ended up having to go another steep hill. But this time it was a lot more dangerous. The ground we were walking on was not set. Every time you took a step, you would lose your footing and dirt would start to fall down the hill. Since Elvis and I were in the back, we had the worst of it. We kept on getting in sand and dirt in our eyes. It was the worst. Elvis and I had to walk up the hill looking backwards so that dirt didn't get in our eyes. But as you could tell, that was a bad idea because Elvis lost his footing and started falling down. When I saw him, I yelled out, "Elvis!" In my mind, I just lost my friend. He was already dead in my head. Well, fortunately, Elvis caught his footing and then we started going up the mountain again. Eventually, we reached the top of the mountain and we were walking around beside the gate, and then people kept on asking, "How did they get there?" We just ignored them and kept on going towards the sign. While we were walking towards the sign, we saw the dudes that we saw in the beginning going down the mountain. We guessed that they didn't touch the sign. And then when we were in the vicinity of the sign, we heard sirens. And then with the guy in the microphone kept on yelling, "This is government property. You have to get out of this vicinity." We wanted to touch the sign, so we didn't listen. We ran towards the D and touched it. We had enough time to take a picture. We took a picture, and then we saw the helicopter on top of us, and there we heard dogs. We started sliding down the mountain on our hands and butt. And when I looked to my left, Mark just started tumbling down the mountain because he got smacked by a branch. Next thing you know, we were at the bottom of the mountain. We just look up at the sign and we're just proud that we touched the D.